Hey, Dan from VHIX 411. I got a 2001 Audi A6, and as you can see, this thing is so flooded in here with water on the right side, passenger side of the car, and the car would not shift. Transmission would not work. As you can see, this is the transmission computer, and if it gets water in there, it gets corroded and burns the computer. The common problem on these is where the battery tray is. Close the door, you open the hood, remove this piece right here, and you can see right here, you can see water right there, and that water is not supposed to be standing there. I will take the battery. Alright, what you do is remove the 10mm battery cable one side, 10mm another side, and a 13mm socket for the battery hold down. Alright, once you lift the battery, there's more bolts that you gotta remove. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then as you can see, there's a puddle of water in there, so we got to get to it. Remove this battery tray from underneath the battery. Alright, once you take the battery tray out, you can see all this water over here. This is where it's supposed to be cleaned out. That's where the hole's supposed to be, and that's what clogs it up. So what you want to do is clean it out. Once you drain the water, clean all the rest of this garbage out. That way it doesn't do it again. Once you're done cleaning this out, put it back together and clean that water inside the car. Alright, what you do is make sure you clean really good over here. All of it. Make sure all of it is clean. Get all the water out, because you do not want to flood your new computer, because that's gonna run you another $1,300–1,400 bucks. So clean it out really good. Make sure no water, and make sure no dirt. Really important, make sure there is no dirt, because the water will drain through this new hole that you made. Not the new hole that you made, but the clean hole that you cleaned up. So clean out the dirt that's in it right now. Once you have that cleaned out, nice and clean, like brand new, put it all together. Alright, once you got your battery tray in, you got your battery connected, make sure the connections are pretty good, tie them up, all the bolts are in. Slide this cowl in there, because it kind of slides in there, and then put this rubber on it, and also cover the battery, and you're all done. Once it's all in, covered, you're all done with this part. Alright, once you unplug the drain plug where the battery is, get a cup, any cup, and get the water out. As you can see, there's a heck a lot of water in here. So clean this out first with a cup or anything that's easier for you to clean out with, and then once you're done doing that, you will have to vacuum it out with the shop vac. And then once you're done vacuuming out with the shop vac, let it dry. Put a heater on it or anything that would speed up the drying process. Don't just put it together. Make sure it's all dry. Make sure the carpet is dry, because if you do put it together, you will mess up the computer again. The transmission computer will go bad again if it got water in it or moisture. Alright, once you got the water from the top of the carpet, when you raise the carpet, as you can see, that's how much water is in there. Clean that up also. So clean that up also. And also, when I said if you do clean it out with the cup and then you got barely any water left with the shop vac, make sure the shop vac is waterproof and you can vacuum water, because you'll zap the crap out of you. So clean this out, and I'll show you what to do rest. Alright, also what I've seen, option number 2 is what people do in case that drain plug does for the battery drain plug does clog up again and you get water, what they do is find the lowest point right here and then just drill a little tiny hole, so if it does get water it would just leak out. Don't drill a big hole, that way the water will actually get in through there. So what I've seen people do is just drain it and then make a hole. This water, what's over here inside, will come out and will also actually drain out. Some people actually drain a hole and put a plug in there, a rubber plug. That also works. So do whatever you want to do as long as it protects from water getting in again. So you don't want to make a hole and then the water's going to be worse than it was before. So that's my opinion. What I did, I just drained a hole in there, a little tiny one, and then the water's just leaking out through there. And what I'll do, I'll just put a rubber plug. Some people leave it open. I wouldn't, because I don't want to have the liability if water does get in here. I don't want to have the blame of having the water going through there. So you just open it up, put a new plug, and that's how the option number 2, that's how I get my water out. And then once you do that, let it dry out for a couple days, 1 day, whatever. Once you do clean this water out of here, let it dry out. Why? Because you want to make sure when it dries out you don't mess up any other, because you can see there's a bunch of wires going there. You don't want to have another short. There's also an ESP computer over there. Also, they go bad because of this. So let it dry out. Once it's dry, double check, let it sit outside on the rain or whatever. Double check, make sure you're not getting the water in it, because actually not an option, sometimes if your drain plug on the battery is not clogged up and you get water here, sometimes it could be the sunroof drain plugs. It's a drain, actually drains drain tubes over there on the sunroof. So if this is not clogged up or the battery is not plugged up and you got water in here, check your sunroof. That's also a big possibility in some other cars. So yeah.